How do you nail a photo?
Just gotta get in the mode. You gotta talk with your eyes.
Talk with your eyes.
Talk with your eyes.
Okay, so can you show me a little bit of something, like to this camera? I would love to know how to do this. I just want to know.
Well,
teach me something.
You can get the sexy eyes. Then you gotta get the smile. Smile going on some shoes, but
Wait, hold up.
I
gotta try this with you.
When it's time to laugh,
I gotta try this with you.
Think of something funny and start laughing.
Do it again. Do it again. How do you do it? Teach me.
Sexy eyes.
The sexy eye.
This is sexy eyes right here.
Smizing?
Smile.
So you're smizing.
Smile.
Okay.
And then you gotta get the.
No, I look like I need to take a poop or something.
Wish words were like little toy guns. No sting, no hurt, no one, just a bang, bang. Right?
Is that it?
Yeah, it's something like that. Just a bang,
toy
bang,
guns.
rolling off your tongue.
Toy guns.
It's no smoke, no
Bang, bang.
bullets.
Water guns. All right.
Pascal, you are now rocking with that dude Pascal. We be going wild, Haitian in the building, so original. Got the haters catching feelings. Get your hands up to the ceiling and keep them held high. Cause St. Louis isn't ready. Forget about it, goodbye. Hold up, we just saying hi. Five somebody rise up. Weekdays, catch us live. Somebody, let's go.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Pascal Show. What's up, everybody? I hope you guys are having a wonderful evening, wonderful Friday night. You know what I mean? Honestly, you know, I usually do my Friday night shows a little bit later on in the night. But unfortunately, I got a lot of things I got to prep for tomorrow evening. So personally, unfortunately, I got to kind of jump into this thing and kind of do another, do a show, do a stream, do a short one today, but, giving you guys what you want, giving you guys what you need. Michael D, what up, fam? What up, man? Good evening, my brother. Hope you are doing well out there, my dude. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully you guys enjoyed the morning show as well, this morning show. It was a nice one, kind of more of a laid back one. It wasn't as hardcore, just jumping all the way into this craziness that's been going on, because there's plenty of craziness that's going on. I talked about one of them in a pop-up video. So if you haven't gotten a chance to check that out, be sure to go check that out. There is something that it was a video that I saw recently that I don't know. It just really bothered me, man. In regards to Portland, in Portland, there were some protesters, BLM protesters, going into suburban neighborhoods in the middle of the night and waking up people who live in the neighborhood. just to cause a ruckus. And I thought that was I just think it's really stupid, personally. I think it's very, very stupid, and it's a waste of time, and it's just an unfocused. It's a really unfocused approach to things, you know. And I really do wish, in my heart of hearts, I really, really wish people would just wake up just a little bit in regards to the protesters. And you know, I wish the protesters would wake up. I really wish they would just wake up. Enemy Nation, what's up, man? How you doing? Good evening. Hope you're having a good one. I gotta fix something real quick. Gotta fix. Where did it go? There we go. Fixed. Anyway. Excuse me. So definitely let me know how you guys are doing today, doing this evening. You know, like I said, there's a lot of things to talk about. There's a lot of things going on. There's a lot of ridiculousness that's going on that we haven't really had the chance to really talk about, which we'll be jumping into today or this evening. One of the things I said that I would talk about, most definitely said that I was going to talk about this evening. I'm just kind of waiting for all y'all to kind of jump on and get ready to chop it up with me about this thing, because, you know, last night I said I was going to talk about it this morning. Excuse me. And then I didn't get a chance to talk about it this morning. So we will be talking about it this evening. One of the things, speaking of that, I do want to talk about this thing. And for all y'all who are coming in, definitely hit that like button. Let me know that you're doing well down, you know, out there. If you had a very good day, hit that like button down below. I'd really, really appreciate it. Excuse me. Phlegmy right now. Sorry, guys. Just smashed dinner before this, so that's why there was a little bit of a delay in starting the show today. But anyway, let's see. Sorry, I'm reading. Boom, boom, boom. I'm reading some of your comments. Sorry, hold on. What's up, Tanner Vane? What's up, man? Good evening. BB said, I need to come sing on your show while being in your area. Hi. Hey, what's up? Are you BB, where are you commenting from? And when will you be in my neck of the woods? That's what I'm curious about. Cause maybe we can make something like that happen. That would be kind of dope. So definitely comment down below. And I think, didn't you say something about buying some of my merch? That would be, I really appreciate you, showing some love and showing some appreciation and supporting the show. We always love that. Heath, yo, what's up, man? Good evening. Hope you're having a wonderful Friday night on Facebook. Thank you so much. Anyway, good evening, Liam. How you doing? Mr. CCDV, what's up? Good evening, man. Good evening. Enemy Nation already said hi to your ass, but what's up again? Ashton, what's up? Kiss, what is up? Nikki, hello from the great state of Texas. How you doing, sweetheart? Man, you're in Vegas now, but we'll be in Los Angeles tomorrow. Oh, that's what's up. Oh, okay. I'm not in LA. I'm just letting you know. I wish I was in LA. I will be in LA next weekend, actually. I got some good news, actually. Funny thing, I have not made this announcement yet. I was planning on doing it starting on Monday. But starting Monday, I was going to start promoting this. But next week is going to be a little bit of a funky week. Reasons why is because next week I will be traveling to Los Angeles because I will be hosting a fashion show, a virtual fashion show out in LA. I'll be emceeing and hosting this virtual thing, virtual fashion show for Rose Marone that is run by Joyce Hawkins. And if you don't know who Joyce Hawkins is Chris Brown's mother. And so it's going to be a huge, elaborate, excuse me, huge, elaborate, dope, and fun fashion show all virtual. So, excuse me, man. So, one thing that I'm doing, which I'm very excited about, is hosting that. That's going to be happening this coming weekend. So, excuse me. I don't know why I'm so phlegmed up. It's not the Rona, so don't worry about that. I knew somebody was going to say, "You got that Rona?" Anyway, as I was saying, huge event. I'm very excited about it. It's going to be happening next weekend. So, like, I'm going to have shows Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. And it looks like because I travel Thursday and I'm gone for that whole weekend. But anything that starts popping off, or if there's anything that's going on, I'm going to make sure that I at least keep my tabs on it, at least throw up a pop-up video here and there, so I'll still be working and still be putting things out while I'm out there. But it just won't be as frequent as I usually do right now. You know what I mean? I've been cranking these things out like a mug. I've been cranking these things out like crazy. These pop-up videos, these live videos, the whole nine. So next week will be a little weird. It will be a little funny, a little funky, but actually it'll be nice. I'm going to enjoy some time off, away from the microphone, away from the camera in a way, even though I will be working on a microphone and working in front of a camera. It's going to be something completely different that has nothing to do with politics, nothing with news. It'll just be fun to cut it up and have a good time. And I'll let you guys know all the information starting next week. I'll let you guys know all the information about what time it's at, where you can see the stream. I think it's going to be shared also on the Pascal, on this page as well, but I don't know. You know what I mean? So we'll see. We'll definitely see in regards to that. But yeah, all good things, man. I'm excited. But yeah, it's going to be a very crazy week next week. Michael D, wait till it cools down. It's roasting out there, out here in Los Angeles. Oh, so you're in LA. Okay. Yeah, I've been hearing all these crazy stories about how hot it is and how it's like the heat index is beyond what, we've talked about it a couple times on the show. And it's crazy how heavy, like how heated, how hot it is over there. You know what I mean? Hold on, guys. Oy, oy, oy. Super phlegmy. I had all this. I mean, I just destroyed a burger really, really fast before I came on here. So still off phlegmy. Woo! Okay, we back to normal now. Anyway, yeah, I don't even know. I don't know anything about what's going on in LA. All I know is, there's been some crazy stuff in regards to fires and all that. So I don't know what's going on. This is an event that was supposed to go on. This was supposed to happen. This event was supposed to happen like about a month or two ago. And then everything got shut off because of the lockdown and the Rona and everything. And then they turned this thing back on. And now there's still all this madness and craziness going on out there in the world still. So I'm interested to see what's going to happen for sure. For sure. Have mercy. Yeah, and then of course, yeah, a lot of houses have rocked that solar power thing in LA. Of course, it's sunny all day long. It's perfect weather for the most part every single day. So it's not a bad deal being out there. You know what I'm saying? They're buying it from other states at night. LOL. It's coming from traditional sources still. Okay. That's what's up. That is what's up. So, anyway, that phlegminess just kicked my ass. Anyway, So yeah, so that's one thing that's going to be very exciting. So next week I won't have as many shows next week because I'll be out of town doing my thing. But I'm going to do everything I can to document, put up little videos here and there so that you guys can see the stuff that I'm doing. I'll try to stream live in the middle of certain things just so you guys can see a little bit of the behind the scenes, the work that I'm putting into the stuff that I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? Farrah, what's up, man? My day was good, BB. My day was good. It's been busy. This whole week has been insane. It's been a lot of work. I've been cranking out videos. I've been doing these shows, these streams and these shows and the pop-up videos and reading all these pieces of news articles and these videos. And I mean, I've just been, like I said, I've been overwhelmed to the point that today I actually got a chance to take a nap. I didn't really want to take a nap, but my body just was not functioning anymore. So like I literally like ate some food and then I guess that itis came in and I just crashed. I crashed hard. For a good hour and a half. I was out. I flatlined. I was done. Consider me gone. Him dead. I was done. So yeah, I'm very happy that I got a chance to take a nap. Oh my God, this week it's been a long week. I'm just gonna say that. It's been a long week. You know what I mean? Yeah, you know that feeling, PB. It's been a long week. So an amazing week, but a long week as well. We just got past the 8,000 subscriber mark, and the subscriber mark, the subscriber base, we're halfway through 8,000 subscribers, we're almost halfway through 8,000 subscribers. We're halfway through that 8,000 threshold, which is amazing. And I'm hoping that maybe, by next week, by Wednesday of next week, before I take off, hopefully I'm at 9,000, which is really exciting. I'm just trying to keep tangible and easy goals to achieve, but it's also keeping me extremely busy because I'm always trying to find out what's that next hot video, what's that next hot story to pop up and throw out and talk about. So it's been tough, you know what I mean? And I know that a lot of people are on here to talk about the stuff that I was going to talk to you guys about in regards to Netflix and all that. And so we are going to talk about that very, very shortly here. Let's see. Oh, thank you, BB, for the congratulations. Eric Melendez Battle said, I can't over a Netflix movie. I feel you. I'm still surprised that stuff is still going on, that they're still talking about this, that they're still contemplating everything. This is something that I do want to show you guys, because this is talking about everything, because we're venturing down that alley of the stuff that we're talking about. So let's get into it, shall we? So just the other day, yesterday morning, I was talking about the movie Cuties on Netflix. And of course, you already know, if you don't know what I feel about it, if you don't know how I feel about it, I would highly recommend you going and putting your peepers on that video. You will clearly know how I feel about that specific video. Now, moving on. The thing is that a lot of people are disgusted. You already know that obviously I feel some type of way about this movie that's about to stream on Netflix. Obviously, I've never seen the movie itself, nor will I ever see the movie. I will never put my eyes on that movie. I have no interest in seeing that movie, solely because of the marketing. approach. Their approach to their marketing strategy is very jacked up. It's very wrong. It's disgusting. I'm sorry. I know there's some other people that might feel some type of way that have seen the movie. And maybe they say, hey, it's a great movie. You know what I mean? Maybe it's some amazing, dope movie. I don't know. All I know is from what I've seen, and I'm not about to put my eyes on something, one, that is just looks wrong, two, that could get me in trouble. Like, I'm not about to watch something that's going to put me in some sort of trouble. You know what I mean? I'm an innocent, regular guy. You know what I'm saying? I have no interest in trying to watch something, even if it is out of curiosity, just to see if I'm wrong. No, I'm not even playing. I'm not playing Russian roulette. It is wrong. The marketing of it is wrong. It is disgusting. It is wrong. Did I say that it was wrong? It's wrong. So, and also here it is. When you go and you cut up a movie to make it into a trailer, so that you can entice a crowd, and get people to go and watch and consume your movie. Why would you cut it in a way that looks so scandalous and so suspect? Why would you? It's stupid, right? No one would do that. No one in their right mind would go, hey, I got all these 11-year-old girls. Let me chop it up in a weird innuendo type of way so that I can get more media coverage and more people interested in seeing the movie. No offense, but that's disgusting. No offense, but that's the wrong approach. That movie could be about a girl figuring out that she wants to be, I don't know, that she found her path to her religion, or found her path to God, for crying out loud. But the way that they cut up that movie says otherwise. That is not the right way you promote and put out a movie. Real talk. That's just wrong. So, and for those of y'all who are asking, the movie is called Cuties. Go ahead, take your time. It's about to go on Netflix. Just go to Cuties Netflix trailer, and it'll on YouTube, and you will find the trailer for yourself. You could watch it for yourself. You could see it with your own two eyes. I'm not about to play it on here. I've already talked about it, and I went into great detail. So if you want to, go check out my video on that, please. But this is a continuation of this story, okay? There has been a lot of people sitting there going, hey, it's time to cancel Netflix, which sucks because there's a lot of great shows on Netflix, and I don't want to cancel Netflix. But at the same time, people are feeling some type of way about that particular movie being coming onto the stream. It is very, very weird to me as well. The reason why I find it weird is what I'm about to show you right here. So give me a second here. But let me read some of your comments before we jump into this thing I'm about to show you. You know, there's a screenshot I want to show you where it's a Netflix customer service forum where Netflix is responding to some people in regards, though they're expressing their concerns about said movie, saying basically why. I'm going to show that to you in a second, but I want to see some of your comments here. Did some evil, shady business, but the movie way much worse. Oh, yes. Your logic eludes me. I didn't even watch the trailer. You don't even need to see a Tano Vane. It's gross. I canceled Netflix, but they also haven't had many new good movies in a long time. Tanu, you see this? Okay, S-E-R-E. Training for special forces. Okay. Anyway, Whisper, there are ways of watching your TV shows and movies online without using Netflix and for free. Muahaha. Funny kiss. That is funny. But here it is. Michael D, you're evil. Trump probably playing cuties on a loop. That's ridiculous. You're crazy. Okay, so anyway, moving on. So there has been a forum. You know, there's a customer service forum Netflix customer service forum where people go in, they'll just send in chats and they'll ask them the Netflix questions about whatever, and then it's their way of getting in touch with their customers so that they can find ways to make their platform better. Well, one of the ideas is maybe taking cuties off of your platform. That's just an idea, but here it is. Here's one of them. I only have one screenshot, but this is very interesting. As you can see right here, how does a movie sexualizing children get approved? Who signed off on this? This is Netflix. We understand that not all stories may appeal to all our viewers, which is why we always invest in a diverse range of content from all over the world. We also provide ratings, synopses, trailers, and controls to help our members make the right viewing choices for themselves and their families. Then they asked, do you support the P word? Do you support maps, right? A simple yes or no will suffice. We cannot really comment on that, but while we believe in creative freedom, at Netflix, we respect all religions and their cultures, traditions, and values. No yes or no. Just a very diplomatic response. Instead of, you know what, maybe we should not do this. Maybe Netflix could go, oh, you know what, you might be right. You might be right, guys. You know, from everybody who's sitting out here saying this, feeling some type of way about this whole thing. Maybe you take it off. Maybe you take it down. Or maybe you put a disclaimer before the movie. Or maybe you put out a video responding to everybody saying, hey, here's a reason why. Here's the real reason behind this particular movie. So that everybody can understand it. Because the trailer and the marketing, the posters, all those things that they've been trying to fix, to redo, have not fixed anything. Now, I hate to, as people, some people, I've seen some of the comments down below from on that video that I did talking about cuties. Some people have said, you need to stop judging a book by its cover. Well, if you see a trailer, majority of the time, you get to see the trailer and they're telling you what the movie's supposed to be about. If there's something much deeper going on in that movie that we don't know about, well, then whoever edited that movie should get fired. Whoever is behind their publicity and their marketing team should get fired. That's what I think. You know? Which is why it goes to this next part. Now, we talked about this last night, and we're going to talk about it tonight. It's not something that I am... it's not something that I'm excited about talking about. Because it's not something that... it ain't my bag, baby. You know what I'm saying? This is I don't consider this rock and roll, but we are going to talk about this because we need to talk about it. And I did say I was going to bring this up because we need to. And it was brought up in the chat last night in regards to maps. And the thing is maps is minor attracted person. Okay, so map. That is somebody who refers to them as the P word. Now, there have been TED Talks where people are talking about the P word and how it should be accepted in society as a natural sexual orientation. And the thing is that Well, let's just check this out together, shall we? I don't know how else to say this. I don't even know. I don't know how to approach this. It makes me feel some type of way because I don't like the thought of any child being in harm's way in any way, shape, or form. It definitely makes me feel some type of way. For someone to say that this MAPS should be considered as a sexual orientation is beyond me. But I want us to hear what this lady has to say during a TED Talk. I just want to hear what you, I just want to put it out there. This is very weird. I do not endorse. I'm saying that as a disclaimer because I don't want any of this to be misconstrued or lost in translation. I do not condone any type of behavior of any sort. But we are talking about this, so let's talk about it, shall we? Here we go.
I want to quickly summarize where we are at the moment. According to current research, pedophilia is an unchangeable sexual orientation, just like, for example, heterosexuality. No one chooses to be a pedophile. No one can cease being one. The difference between pedophilia and other sexual orientations is that living out this sexual orientation will end in a disaster. At the moment, we live in a world that already excludes pedophiles because of their preference alone. Someone who is lonely and excluded from society has little to lose and is at much higher risk to commit a crime, like, for example, child sexual abuse. We can make Jonas feel that he stays a valuable member of our society, although he's a pedophile. Right now, most of us feel discomfort when we think about this scenario. And most of us feel discomfort when we think about pedophiles. But just like pedophiles, we are not responsible for our feelings. We do not choose them. But we are responsible for our actions. And we must make a decision. We should accept that pedophiles are people who have not chosen their sexuality and who, unlike most of us, will never be able to live it out freely if they want to lead an upright life.
So here's the thing. I totally disagree with that. And the thing is maybe this is me just being maybe in her world she thinks that I'm a narrow-minded person, but F it, I'm going to be narrow-minded. I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn. I'm not about to sit there and let somebody live a certain lifestyle just so that they can feel some sort of freedom to be who they are on the inside by doing terrible things that destroy and mess up little kids. I'm sorry. I don't have any patience for it. I'm sorry. You know, I just can't wrap my mind around it. Even when she starts talking about it, it makes me feel dirty. It just feels disgusting. Just disgusting. That's just me. I just don't have any patience for that. I'm not about to sit here and go, oh yeah, you know, like somebody going out and being, you know, imagine going out to a club and you're hanging out and all that stuff. And I mean, say a girl's like at a bar and thinks a guy is cute and maybe has the courage to step up to the dude, let's just say, and tries to talk to him. And he goes, oh yeah, sorry, honey, you know, I'm a MAP. What? Like that's supposed to be socially that's supposed to be socially acceptable? See, now here's the thing. I understand that they are humans too. They are people too. And some people were terrorized so that they, maybe that something happened to them when they were children. So therefore they have they have that sort of feeling towards children like that. But for me, I just can't. I just can't. I just can't support it. You know what I mean? I just can't get behind it. I'm gonna throw my phone number up because I'd like to hear your thoughts on this real quick. Number's 314-766-4581. I'd like to hear your thoughts on this thing. What are your thoughts on it? Because the thing is I am not. I don't feel it. I ain't feeling it. But I mean, I guess there's people out there that believe that this is a thing and that it should be put into the same category as if this is part of the LGBTQ community, which I find extremely weird. That's just me, though. That's just me. Like I said, I have no time. I have no patience for that kind of stuff. That's just me. Yeah, Mr. CC. Yeah. Hey, babe, you don't look good to me. You're much too old. Hey, I'm 20. I know. It's like that's supposed to be okay. Yeah. And also, Enemy Nation, absolutely. YouTube lets this video stay up, but takes down my video of Fauci saying people shouldn't wear masks up until April. Yeah. Isn't that interesting? Like something like this will be put up, and this is, I mean, personally, I don't know who this woman is. She's a medical student. She's not even a doctor yet, at least during the time of the taping of this speech. She's not even a doctor yet. And she's sitting there saying her whole subject is why our perception of the P word has to change. To me, it's not right. It's not right at all. And don't get me wrong. I understand where she's coming from, but I cannot bend my mind around it. I'm sorry. I just can't. So I'm supposed to just be cool with that? I'm just supposed to be chill. Like, all right, cool. So you're into little boys. Cool. Hey, son, come here. Meet my friend. You know what I'm saying? Meet my friend. Meet my friend John, or whatever his name is. You know what I mean? Or whatever her name is. She's into little boys, just like you. Come here. Meet her. No! That's full court press, baby. Are you kidding me? I'm doing full court press on her ass. You, what? You're into kids? Okay. Next time we're not meeting at a Chuck E. Cheese's. All right? Like, I'm not cool with that. I'm sorry. I just can't wrap my mind around it. It's fine, socially cool, whatever. No. I don't have patience for that. I just don't. I just keep thinking about my future children and what I would do to that person if they were to ever touch my child or any child for that matter. It's just not right. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, let me read some of your comments. Phone lines are open, though. 314-766-4581. I'd like to hear your thoughts on this. Okay, Shannon Rappa. Her name is Miriam Hine. Miriam Hine. Is that Miriam? Yeah, it's Miriam, I guess. Miriam Hine. And she did a TED Talk. And this actually was put on a stage. Maybe because of her radical theory. Maybe because it was something shocking. I don't know. There is another person. There's another person, completely different person, that goes up and says, basically, let's be mature about pedophilia. And it's another TED Talk. Another TED Talk. does this. One of the first lines, 0.5 up to 3% of our male population has a P-word interest. That means that everybody probably knows a person with those kinds of interests. So this woman, Madeline Vandenbergen, according to her, most people don't act out on it because they know it is illegal. And although they never act out on it, they will never, ever be able to talk about it to anyone. But sometimes they do. Without justifying this, it seems a logical thing to happen. So she argues that this is a public and mental issue and a shared responsibility for all of us. Let's acknowledge this problem. Let's acknowledge this problem exists and stop with hate and throwing rocks at offenders' houses. This is not going to solve this problem. And so on and so on. This is what's coming out of this other woman's mouth. Now, here it is. Don't get me wrong. If the person is reformed or if that person is out saying that, yes, they are, God forbid that they're a sex offender, but say that they are a sex offender. You know, I think there is a certain level of her, like, you shouldn't be throwing rocks at somebody's house. I mean, if they're not putting any harm on you or anybody else, they're not doing that. They just say that they are, but they're not hurting anybody. Then I can understand a certain level of, like, you just keep your distance. Distance is in silence is like the heaviest the heaviest rock or stone you could ever throw. That's what I personally think. You know, them not hearing anything, any response to anyone, I feel is a terrible way. But like I said, I don't know. It's crazy. Pascal, I agree. This one doesn't really require you to think about it. It's just wrong. Yeah. You know, it's Ted Bundy talk. Exactly, Enemy Nation. I mean, it's just, there's got to be a certain level. There's got to be a certain level of something. But that's the thing, you know? If somebody does something wrong, if somebody does something terrible, yeah, I understand that I'm sure they're getting enough people terrorizing them and all that stuff, but I don't think, like, I agree. I don't think that you need to be, you know, throwing rocks and spray painting their house saying that they're a terrible human being. They already know. If they're in reform, they already know. I feel like there's a way of telling them that they're bad without actually doing anything. You know what I mean? That's the best way. Silence sometimes is a deadly killer. You know those farts that you don't hear? You know, silent but violent? Yeah. Sometimes silence can be violent. Just don't light a match. So, that's what I think, you know? Enemy sounds like he's going to shoot from a trunk of a car with a teen one day. He has no room. Talking on Bundy, LOL. Oh, my God. Miss Michael D. You guys are funny. So, yeah. So there it is. I mean, that's kind of like the gist of it, you know. It's just, for me, it just makes me feel super gross, personally. You know what I mean? So here we go. Hey, you're on the mic with the Pascal Show. What's your name and where you calling from?
Mr. CCDV, Arizona.
What's up, man? How you doing, Mr. CC? What's up?
I just figured I'd call in since nobody else was. I only got another half hour before I run off and do a riff with...
That's what's up.
We got to run off and do a riff with Mr. Londell in about half an hour. So I figured I'd call in and touch on the couple of subjects you wanted to talk about.
Yeah, man. Come on, speak on it.
Well, first of all, anyone who touches a little girl is wrong.
I mean, that's a dead giveaway, right?
I mean, I don't care who justifies it or how they justify it. Anyone who touches a little girl is wrong.
Absolutely.
Or a little boy.
Absolutely.
It's just, that ain't right. And you can justify it however you want. You can be gay. You can be in the LGBTQ community. I don't care.
Right.
Don't touch my 10-year-old daughter.
Facts, baby. Facts.
So I went on for about 2 hours on a live stream yesterday doing that and talking about that. So I'm done with this subject. I meant to just review the trailer for the movie, and it turned into deep social psychology and stuff like that, So.
Oh, that's interesting. What were they saying? Just out of curiosity, what was the argument?
They cut the trailer wrong, very, very wrong.
Okay.
They marketed it toward adult men instead of. Now, I'm not saying that I want my teenage daughter or my tween daughter to be out there twerking.
Right.
But when I go to middle school talent shows, what do you see? You see tween girls twerking. So it's not.
Really?
It's not this movie, it's society. Now, what Netflix did wrong is they marketed it toward adult males.
Interesting. Yeah, I mean the way that movie was shot, or like the way that the trailer was cut, was definitely in an angle that I don't think is right at all. And I think it was angled, it was cut wrong. Now, I don't know what the movie's about. Like aside from the synopsis, I don't know what the movie is really about. I don't even know if the movie's good. Maybe the movie, like I've said before, maybe the movie has got some hugely profound message for these young women out there. But I don't see it in the trailer. All I see is all I see is something completely different.
It may touch on the Muslim community in France, and it may touch on what children should or should not be doing. But the way the trailer is cut, it just looks like, let's watch these little girls dance.
Yep.
Well,
exactly.
I do that whenever I go to the middle school talent show.
Yeah.
I don't need to see a movie about that. I want to see substance in the movies, not just watching a dance troupe, because I have to do that every year anyway.
So you see like 11-year-old girls twerking at dance recitals. For real? Like in real life? I'm talking about real life.
Yeah, one of the requirements in a dance troupe. And a lot of elementary schools ban that type of dancing.
Okay.
Middle schools and elementary schools. Unfortunately, sometimes the little girls get up there and they start doing their dance routine, and then they turn around and, without letting their teacher know. One girl got in trouble for that one year, but I had to sit through it. I was so angry. I took my family and left the theater.
Yeah, because it's like, like here it is. I understand that twerking is, just part of the mainstream vernacular of dance. I understand that, but it's not something that it's not something that you put into, that you teach your kids to do, and then make it seem like it's socially acceptable for these young girls to be able to do said thing. You know what I mean? It's mind-blowing that stuff is even remotely allowed. And I understand that there's some girls out there that learn to dance, and maybe they know how to dance very well, and they, through dancing and experimenting with different moves and dance moves, maybe they experiment with that move, you know what I'm saying? And they find out they know how to do it. But that shouldn't mean that they should be able to do that out in public at public events and stuff, like recitals and stuff like that. I just don't think that's something that is remotely okay. And I think that if any parent was to find out that their daughter knows how to do that, I mean, I don't know about you, but man, I'd be slamming that foot down so hard. I'd be putting my foot down so hard on that so quick. I let my daughter.
I let my daughter learn dance moves off of TikTok and YouTube and things like that. But I monitor that very closely.
But you also got to remember, CC. Let me just say this too. There's a lot of stuff that kids are learning off of that TikTok, bruh. Like, let's keep it straight funky. There are some moves, there are songs on there, there are things that they are doing in those videos that are highly sexualized. You know what I mean? Like, it's amazing the stuff that you see on TikTok. Now, I'm not sitting here saying that all TikTok is evil. There's a lot of great stuff on TikTok. But these kids, these little kids are learning a lot of these dance moves from that. And then they're rapping to the songs, the sound bites that they're using as they're dancing to these songs. And those songs and those lyrics, most of the time, are heavily sexually explicit as well. So then it's like, man, you got your little girl or boy dancing, doing all these crazy moves on TikTok and learning all this stuff from that platform or from the Instagram. You know what I mean? It's terrible.
And that's why I have to monitor very closely what she's watching. Now, I mean, she's 10. She goes to school. She's going to get it from all of her peers. She's going to do little dances with her friends at recess and things like that.
Yeah.
So I can't watch her 24/7.
True.
But I can monitor what she does on the internet. And so she's been in trouble before for, quoting lyrics at me accidentally. Of course, she was walking through the living room. Yeah. And I was like, stop.
And you're like, what did you just say? Yeah, it's like, what
ain't gonna happen in my house?
Right. It's like, what did you just say?
I don't care if you listen to rap.
Yeah.
But there are certain styles that you are never ever allowed to listen to until you turn 18.
Facts. No, it's facts. I mean, and that's the thing. It's like, and I understand. Like, here it is. I totally understand. Like in that movie, I understand what they're trying to get across. That there's a lot of girls that are growing up hella fast. A lot of 11, 10, 11, 12-year-old girls, 13-year-old girls that think that they're 19. And I understand that a lot of these kids, like we all had that moment where we just wanted to grow up. We just wanted to get older so that we can do all those things that adults do. We were tired of just being a kid. I understand those things, and I understand that that's maybe the themes that they're trying to show in that particular movie. But the way the movie's cut, the way it's shown, it's wrong. And there's a better way that they can get that point across without that trailer.
They're not marketing it as a coming-of-age story. They're marketing it as how do I say this? Sexualization type of movie. So it's not coming of age. It's you go back to the P word if you want to.
Yeah, it's in there. It's in that realm. It definitely swings. The pendulum does swing in that direction for sure. You know what I mean? For sure. Well, Mr. CCDV, thank you so much for calling in, man. I appreciate it, fam. Real talk. I really appreciate it.
All right. Thanks for having me.
Anytime,
I'm going to run off and do my other show.
Enjoy what's the other show? Just out of curiosity. What is it?
Well, tonight I'm doing a movie review. Well, it's kind of a riff on a movie with Mr. Londell's Groovy Movies.
Groovy Movies.
But normally I do karaoke streams, Bible studies, and trust me when I say this, the Insomniac soup is 18 and over.
Okay. Fair enough.
It is adult-centric. A lot of our guests have potty mouths.
I feel you. And that's totally understandable. Hey, we all got to have a little bit of fun, right?
After I've had a few drinks, I'm one of them.
Yeah, right on. Hey, we all got to find a way to let loose nowadays. You know what I mean? So that sounds like a lot of fun. I'm gonna have to check that out. Put your channel or where we can find you in the chat. I'd love to check it out, man. Real talk.
Okay. Yeah. Just look up Mr. CCDV. I don't think I can post my link in there.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'll look it up. I'll look it up for sure. All right.
Thanks, man.
Appreciate it, brother.
All right. I'll be looking at your videos. I dropped a live video about the Oakland thing.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate that.
You know what? Please don't go knocking on and ramming in those doors with the suburbanites. Everybody's got a gun, and they've got a lot more ammo than I do.
No kidding, man. Don't mess with those suburbanites. They're crazy, man. They're crazy. The stuff they got, bruh. But thank you, man. I appreciate you calling, man. Stay blessed.
All right. Thanks
man.
again. Bye.
All right, man. Peace. Well, that's awesome. Mr. CC, thank you so much for the phone call, man. I really do appreciate that. Yeah, man, I like the conversation. I appreciate that. And that's the thing, you know. It was good to hear that different perspective or that perspective in regards to it all. I mean, there's just a lot of things that the kids are into, and I understand. You know, I understand. Kids just want to grow up. You know, kids want to have fun. Kids want to grow up. They see all these adults doing all these cool things, or all these teenagers doing these cool things. They always want to mimic their Instagram influencers or their TikTok influencers or their YouTube influencers, and they just want to do the same things that the people that they look at. They want to do those things. They want to emulate those people as much as they can. But yeah, a lot of kids just need to learn to just, you know, they need to learn to just be kids, you know, just learn to be kids for a little while. And that's just what it is. You know what I mean? Alex Jones, what's up, man? From the UK. In UK, we call that smut. Facts, man. Facts. We got another phone call. Hey, you're on the mic with the Pascal Show. What's your name and where you calling from?
Man, you know what this is.
What's up, man? How you doing, enemy? What's up?
Hey, I don't want to talk about the pedophilia stuff, okay? Is that cool?
Say that again. What? I'm sorry?
Said I really don't want to talk about the pedophilia stuff. Is that cool?
I mean, that's the subject that we're talking about today. What are you wanting to talk about?
Oh, okay. Well, it's all good. I mean,
No. What's up? What's up?
Huh?
What's up?
No, I just wanted to talk about like something else that we talked about. It doesn't matter. Just
okay.
You know.
Yeah, that's fine. That's cool. That's cool. What's up, man? What is on your mind? Speak on it.
Okay. I know that you were talking earlier this week about the Democratic National Convention and all that.
Yeah.
And so I just kind of wanted to give my perspective on what the RNC is going to be about, you know, as opposed to the DNC. I just don't think it's a winning strategy to make complaints about the other guy. Now, as far as Trump, I know that his strategy, well, it's typically politics is supposed to be up until like the last month or 2 months. You're supposed to appeal to your base. So once it gets to the last couple of months, then you're supposed to come further in center.
Yeah.
So if you're appealing to the left, if you're a Democrat, you're supposed to appeal to the left's biggest fears, the left's biggest phobias, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the same thing with the right. And then when you get into late September, October, because November, the beginning of November's election, you're supposed to come further in center. So people will say, "Oh, okay," but you're appealing to your base to get them fired up, and then when you get closer to late September, October, then you're appealing to the undecided voters.
Right.
And so that's typically how it does. Now, Trump in his campaign rallies, I know you don't watch them, But all it's been is Biden. You know,
Yeah.
the left, the far left.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Absolutely.
But once he does the RNC, then his tone is supposed to change. You know what I'm saying? Biden's tone didn't change. It stayed Trump. And so the problem with the left or Democrats, is that they're so eager to get rid of Trump. That's their whole campaign, is get rid of Trump. Now, if you're a black, like, you know, if you're a black person and you're complaining about Democrats haven't done anything for you, what are they going to do for you if they get Trump out of office? Because they're going to look and say, well, we gave you what you wanted, black people. You wanted racist Trump out of office. We did that. Don't talk about policy, because that's not what you asked for. You asked to get Trump out of office. You see what I'm saying? And so there you have another 4 years of the same nonsense. So, you know, I kind of wanted to shed some light on that, because it's kind of hard to type that in the chat room.
Yeah, no. Yeah, you know, of course, and we're kind of blazing through because there's so much news going on, and there's so many different discussions.
Everybody else is texting too, so I know you can only read so many comments.
Yeah, the show is growing, baby. The show is growing.
Yeah,
thank God.
It's going to be, you know, a comment every quarter of a second.
Yeah, but you know, like I try to keep an eye out, you know, as much as I can, as much as I can. Try to keep an eye out in regards to the comments and everything in the, you know, down below and everything, or off to the side. So I really do appreciate, you know, you putting in your 2 cents. Now, so here's the thing. I mean, I hear you on that. I hear you. I'm interested to see what the approach. I'm interested to see what Trump's full approach is going to be. You know, I think it's going to be something very. I think we're going to see it within the first day, obviously. You know, we're going to see what the RNC is going to say in regards to Trump and the things that he's done and the approach that he is going to do. And, of course, you know, I have a feeling as far as the layout and as far as the approach, I'm sure it's going to be better. The only reason why I think it's going to be better is because they're going second. So they get an opportunity to watch the DNC and see what works and see what doesn't work. I'm just talking about the structure of the campaign or the convention. But outside of that, yes, of course he's going to sit there and go, you know, of course his approach is going to be talking about Biden, talking about the left, talking about, of course that's going to be that's been his MO for this long.
No, that's not going to be his approach on the RNC. This is what I'm saying. He's already done that. He's been doing that all year.
Right.
So now it's time to get off of that appealing to the right, the far right. It's time to start pulling to the center, where even, you know, for moderate.
So in other words, like what Biden did. You can't
go in talking about Biden and the RNC.
Right.
It's going to be about positive. Hey, look, we saved 99.98% of the people in this country. You know, yeah, you can say the 180,000 or whatever,
right,
but comparatively to the general population, the entire population, it's minuscule. You know, and we're going to get the schools back. We're going to get, you know, teachers. We're going to get the, you know, economy going in this next year. We're going to da-da-da-da-da. It's going to be all positive. It's not going to be negative. He can't go that route. You know what I'm saying? So it's going to be a different tone. It's going to be America this, America first, America, America. We beat China. We've beaten this virus, and so on and so forth. That's what the Republicans are going to do. That's what they're going to have to do.
So
they can't come with the doom and gloom.
So you're saying, but here's the thing, though. You got to remember, isn't that what?
I was saying that, and I was.
Oh, sorry.
I was saying that, and I was walking my dog, and this
you
black lady looked at me, and she was like, "I know he ain't talking back, bro."
The things a black man can't say out in public is a black man can't talk about Trump in public if it's pro-Trump. Do you understand? You start getting weird looks. You better be careful now, man. But what I'm going to say is this, though. Isn't that what the DNC did? They were pointing at the things, because here's the thing. this is somebody who already is. This is Trump who's already in office. Now, if this was Joe Biden in office, I'm sure that the DNC's whole approach would be like, hey, look at all these great things we've done. We're doing all this, and this. But right now, their whole MO right now, the DNC, was to look at Trump and say, or look at the administration that is Trump, the Trump administration, and say, hey, look at all the trash. Look at all the bad things that has happened with Trump. Because if you notice, when Biden was speaking, Biden was really pushing the whole thing of, because he really was swinging for the center. He really was. When he started saying things like, what this country can do, we can do a lot of amazing things when we work together. He's trying
and
to.
we can heal and all that.
Yes, he said we can heal when we can heal better when we work together. Like, he is literally looking at this thing. He's looking at Trump and saying, and his whole thing was saying, like, Trump has split this country apart. And that's a lot of what throughout the entire convention, throughout the entire DNC convention, a lot of them were sitting there saying, Trump's torn the country apart. The country's apart. The country's divided. The country's divided. So when he finally goes up there and speaks, he's sitting there going, hey, I'm the man who's going to sew us back together. By us being together, we can heal. So wouldn't that be Trump too? If he was the guy trying to take over Biden, if Biden was president, he'd be doing the same thing. You see what I'm saying?
No, it's not.
His speech would be the same thing.
He wasn't doing it in 2016. Hillary them couldn't say, oh, look at what we've done, because they didn't do nothing for 8 years. So it was all about Trump is a racist. Trump is a xenophobe. He's a homophobe. He's blah, 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 blah. The same old usual story that every time a Republican that actually can challenge the Democrat nominee, they always throw racism on it. They did it with McCain. They tried to turn McCain into a racist. But then when McCain established that he didn't like Trump, then McCain was like, oh, we love McCain.
Yeah.
Same thing with Mitt Romney. They tried to spin Mitt Romney as a racist and a bursar. And then when he decided that he was going to go with the impeachment on Trump on one of the articles, then all of a sudden they're in love with Romney. So, I mean, this game, I understand that the game. All I'm saying is that it was a different thing in 2016. If you look at the mode, it's let's make America great again. That's positive. That's not negative. You know what I'm saying? But the Democrats are saying, oh, well, he's done this, he's done that, he sucks. That's just not a winning strategy. You can't formulate a winning strategy of getting somebody out of office as opposed to being better than a person. And so that's the perspective. It's never worked. That's the perspective that I'm looking at it from.
And I see your I definitely see your perspective. I really, really do. But I think that there's a lot of people out there that think that, and I believe that if the story was different, if the tables were turned and Biden was president and Trump was not, Trump would be saying the same thing. I think he would be, going in and talking about how he can make America great. You know what I'm saying? How he can make America first and all that, and showing the numbers and saying, look at what this guy's doing. He's doing this, this, and this. He's not doing anything for you. You vote for me, I'm going to bring jobs to America. I'm going to do this, that, and the third. You see what I'm saying? That's the thing. When he goes to speak, he's probably going to, I'm not going to sit here and say that he isn't going to talk about like the things that you've mentioned. I'm sure he's going to talk about those things. But I also think that he's going to talk about Biden. I don't think he's going to, I don't know. It's Trump.
Of course he's
a little bit. He's a little bit.
I mean, he can't
he's
do
a little
whole
bit. Right.
Speech, a whole RNC without mentioning his opponent. Of course he's going to mention him, and he's going to have to snap back at some of the things that Biden said, whether it's fact checking or whatever.
Right.
So he's going to, part of Trump's MO is comedy. He is a little comedian troll. So he's going to do that. But what I'm saying is the overall tone is going to be positive, whereas the DNC's overall tone is always, since Obama actually got in office, has been negative. It's been doom and gloom. the doom and gloom Democrats is what we call them. So we'll see. I mean, that's like I said, that's just my opinion, and I'm just trying to share that opinion.
Yeah.
When I'm talking to you in chat, it doesn't seem like I'm just trolling or
no, I don't. I never
stuff.
I never.
It's kind of hard to give that.
Yeah, so. I don't look at. I don't look at your stuff as trolling anymore. I mean, we've grown way past that now. You know what I'm saying? I understand your vernacular and the your writing. You know what I mean? So I don't look at it. At
first you didn't. And so that's that's a lot of times. So people get mixed up with Trump. They don't understand his vernacular. And so they go, oh, he's racist or he's dog whistling. If you don't never watch him, of course it's going to come off like that. But if you start watching him and say, oh, okay, I see what he's saying because he said this last time, I get it now.
And I get it.
Most people sadly don't take the time. They just get their They just get their information from sound bites that have been chopped to hell. So.
True. I mean, yes and no.
I appreciate you staying on the phone, man.
No problem,
jump off.
Okay, cool. No. It's all good, man.
Jump off and,
I appreciate you.
Let somebody else talk.
I appreciate you putting your 2 cents. But I'll say this though, really, really quick, because ever since starting with this show and doing this show, I have been listening to this mother lover. You know what I mean? I've been listening. You know what I'm saying? Now it's not going. Now I'm not listening to a little bit here and a little bit there. You know what I'm saying? I'm listening to the full speech from him because I want to make sure that I'm hearing everything the right way. I know that the general public nowadays, will just take a soundbite and just run with it, But like I said, I'm very interested, just long story short, so we can wrap this up. I'm very interested to see what's going to happen with the RNC and how they approach everything. Hopefully he says something that is more unifying, maybe something that will help bring him a little bit more towards center. But I'm sure everyone's going to be watching the RNC with a fine-tooth comb like they were watching the DNC with a fine-tooth comb, and maybe there is a complete cluster F throughout that thing. I mean, the DNC had its fair moments of cluster of like what WTFs for sure. So yeah, I'm interested to see what they do in regards to that. I also think real quick, him bringing in the RNC bringing in the McCluskeys as speakers on behalf of his endorsement and everything, I think I don't think is a very good look. I personally do not think that's a very good look, personally.
Well, I mean, as opposed to Bill Clinton.
No. I understand. No, that's why I said that's why I was bringing that. No, that's why I'm bringing that up. That's why I'm bringing it up because Bill Clinton was really, and then AOC with her thing. It was like what? You know what I mean? Like with the whole I endorse Bernie Sanders thing, it was like, what the hell is going on? But yes.
Well, the majority of people that's going to watch the RNC, whether they're going to be undecided voters, because there ain't no Democrats going to watch it. Undecideds are going to watch it, or people that's on the fence. Democrats already know it doesn't matter what Trump does. He can say, I cured cancer, and they wouldn't care. They just want him out of office. So it doesn't matter what facts you show them or anything. They just want them out of office. They don't care. So you just, half the time I waste my time talking to people like that, and I've learned not to even, I just find out if that person is, if I'm in front of an audience and I can maybe help an audience member out, I might engage in a conversation. But if it's someone one-on-one and they start using all these adjectives to describe people, I say, oh, well, you got your mind set. So it doesn't matter what I say. Good luck at the polls. But look, I'm going to give you something, and your listeners, something to ground them foundationally so they can understand.
Hey, hello? What did you say? Say that again, brother.
As well as the Democrats. All you have to do is look up Republicanism in the United States. It's got to be worded like that because it's going to be hidden on Google. So it's got to be republicanism in the United States. And it's going to talk about modern republicanism as opposed to ancient republicanism, which is Rome and Cicero. But if you look that up and you read it, I guarantee you the next time you watch anything politically related, your mind will open up and you'll start to see what's really happening.
Okay.
Hello?
Okay.
Yeah, so republicanism
Yeah, I'll check that out.
in the United States. That's all you got to read, and that'll open your mind up tenfold.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to check that out. Republicanism in the United States, right?
That's right. I mean, it'll talk about the democratism too, but it has the whole shebang as far as the founding of the country and how the two political parties are opposed to one another. And once you start watching stuff that you've seen before, it'll seem completely different to you. You'll be like, damn, I didn't. It's like it's like teaching somebody what the dog whistle is in politics. Your whole mind will open up. I guarantee you.
Right on. I'll check it out for sure. I'll definitely check it out, man. Thank you so much for the phone call, bro. I know that you gotta jump off here, so I appreciate the phone call, and I'll check it out for sure. I'm gonna check it out over the weekend, and and do it, and jump into it for sure.
Congratulations on the 8,000 subs, man.
Thanks, bro. I really appreciate it. We're moving forward. We're moving forward. We're slowly getting past we're in the middle of 8,000 right now, which is really exciting.
Blazing through, man. Yeah,
blazing through, man. I'm working really, really, really hard. So, yeah, man. So I appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much for calling in. I'm gonna let you go though. All right, man.
Anytime, man. God bless.
All right, man. You too. Peace.
Bye-bye.
Oh man. Well, I appreciate that phone call. You know what I mean? We talked about the DNC. We just talked about the DNC earlier this morning and all that, and we really jumped into all that and everything. And it's funny. Michael D said, "Enemy Nation to Pascal is like Eddie Bravo is to Joe Rogan." That's so funny. That's so funny. But yeah. James, you are my first night. What are you talking about? Of course, Of course, man. That's so funny. No kidding. No kidding. The only thing is that I'm not stoned all the time like Joe Rogan. You know what I'm saying? Something to think about for sure. Oh, Lord of mercy. But yeah, definitely some good thoughts. Definitely some good points by Enemy Nation. I do appreciate that. I would watch it. The last school starts next week. So let me ask you something, Shannon Rappa. Hopefully I'm pronouncing it either way. Hopefully I'm pronouncing it right. Are you a teacher, Shannon? That's what I'd like to know. And where are you commenting from? Because you're a new name now. You're a new name. So welcome to the show. If only I was just smoke a weed all day long. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me just say something real quick. Man, if I could have Joe Rogan's podcast money, woo! And all I had to do was sit there, make just crap tons of money, talking onto a micro. Well, what am I doing? Isn't that the goal right now? Isn't that what I'm doing right now? Oh my gosh. Central Florida. Okay, that's what's up. 10th grade English. Dope. So then let me ask you something, Shannon, since you're on right now, and you're new, so we all want to know you. What's your favorite high school book? Like, what's your favorite piece of literature that you're teaching in English class? Like, what's the one that you get super hype about? I'm always curious about that, given the fact that you are an English teacher, but maybe it just never gets old. You know what I'm saying? Is it it's the Scottish play. That's what's up. That's what's up. That is what's up. I like that. Tomorrow and tomorrow and tomorrow creeps in this petty pace from day to day till it is heard no more. Something like that. I'm trying to remember. Out damn spot. Yeah. It's a damn good play. Damn good play. Yeah, it's a good play. I love that play. That was a fun one. Lots of action, lots of death, lots of people losing their minds. A lot of fun. The Scottish play. That's what's up. You know something I haven't done? I haven't read Shakespeare in a really, really long time. And that's something I've always wanted to just pick up one and just crack it open, you know? Not Romeo and Juliet, because, you know, we've already seen that a million times. My dogs are named Romeo and Juliet, Shannon, just so you know. That's how much I appreciate and how much of a nerd I am. Actually, I'm lying. I had a dog, we rescued a dog, and his name is Romeo. His name was already Romeo. So we were just like, there's no point of getting another dog and not name it Juliet. What are you going to call it? Romeo and Julie, you know, like Jelly Bean or something like that. This stupid. So it's just kind of like it just worked hand in hand. You know what I mean? Macbeth is, for me, is one of my favorite plays, for sure. I really like that one a lot. One of my favorite Shakespeare plays, for sure. Hamlet's dope too. I'm gonna keep it real. It's dope. You know, if only they could like cut down some of his just him hamming it up. You know, I would love. I think that's a really great play too. But it is a very it's a very thick one. Othello is really great too. I think Othello is really, really great. Heartbreaking, but really, really good. You know, anybody know Othello? That one's a very good one. But that's dope. So let me ask you something. I know I'm like singling out Shannon right now, but she's new. How did you find this channel? You know, I'm always curious about everybody. Everybody's like, "Oh yeah, I found you on this particular video," or I saw this stream, or you know, like I've asked pretty much everyone that. So I'm curious, Shannon, how did you find this channel? How did you find this show? Yeah, Othello is a really great one. Unfortunately, I didn't get to read that one until college, and that's what sucks. Othello. I don't know why we didn't read it in high school, but at the same time, you know, you kind of get the classics in high school, which is ridiculous because I consider that one of his greatest plays, one of his great ones. Me personally, you know, it's way before its time. It's devastating. It's everything. You know, I mean, it taps on so many different levels of so many different themes, and I just find it so interesting that play even exists. You know, you were in my suggestion list, so I gave it a try. That's what's up. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. I'm glad that I kept your attention long enough that you're like, I hate this fool off. So I appreciate that. You know, I always appreciate that. Oh, The Merchant of Venice is great too. That's a great one too. We read Othello in my high school, which was a terrible high school. Yeah, that's the thing. Oh man, you watched O? Tanuvane, you watched O after reading Othello as a high school? Bruh. Oh my God, that's so bad. That is so bad. Woo! That movie's so bad. They destroyed that play. They destroyed it, man. Love your show and love that you look at all sides and all perspectives. Thank you, Shannon. I really do appreciate that. Real talk. Yeah, I mean, You know, there's a lot of people who think I'm just a bloody idiot. And that's fine. It comes with the territory, you know, it comes with the job. But at the same time, I try to keep it even to a certain extent. I mean, you know, there's certain things I stand strong on and I'm pretty passionate about. But yeah, I try to see both sides as much as I can. You know, if something's wrong, something's wrong. That is it. There's no way, shape, or form around it. There's no way around it. You know what I mean? Yo, man, Mr. CC, thank you so much for coming on, and thank you for the call. I appreciate that, man. Go riff on your movie, man. I'm gonna go check out your channel here in a little bit for sure. We read Diary Anne Frank, but I think the teacher was rooting for the Nazis. Oh my God, Michael D. That's terrible. Steinbeck wrote about my part of the world, so it was easy to imagine. Yeah, Steinbeck is good too. Steinbeck is very good. Of Mice and Men was a really great book. Old Man in the Sea was really great. You know, trying to think of other books that I read in high school. Native Son was a good book. Shoot, man. I'm trying to remember the books. The Great Gatsby. Boom. I loved that book. I thought that was a really, really good book. Damn good book. Very much enjoyed it. You know what I mean? Oh, but anyway, it is time to wrap it up, guys. It is that time. I want to say to everybody, Mr. CC, thank you so much for calling in. Enemy Nation, thank you so much for calling in, my dude. Hopefully your walk with your dog was enjoyable. And hopefully you didn't get that as many dirty looks on the way back home. But anyway, Night, I've never read that one, actually. Animal Farm, I've read. Oh. What's his name? Why am I forgetting it? Oh, what's his name? Slaughterhouse-Five was incredible. I love that book. But I don't remember the author's name right now. Damn. I thought that was a good book, for sure. But, anyway, it is that time. It's time to get going, guys. I do appreciate all of you. Lord of the Flies was fantastic too, man. Yeah, but you know what sucks is that, and I guess it's just because that's why it's such a good book, or that's why you have so many good books out there, is that sometimes these, you know, these production houses, these movie production houses try so hard to make really great renditions of known books, you know, the books that we grew up in, you know, reading in high school or just grew up reading. And you know you had a really good book, or you know when it's really great literature when they cannot translate it on film. I'm telling you, you know it's a damn good book if they cannot successfully translate it on film. If everyone goes, the book was better, boom. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry, but it's a dead giveaway that was a damn good piece of literature. I just have to be real. Like Lord of the Flies, fantastic book. They've tried to do it so many different ways. They've tried to make that movie so many times, and none of them have ever been good, in my personal opinion, because it's hard to emulate every word that's in that book. Same thing with Great Gatsby. They've tried it a couple times. Great Gatsby was... Even the Baz Luhrmann one was a solid attempt, but it was an attempt. It wasn't like, damn, that was good. You know? It was just kind of all right. Baz Luhrmann's so out there, you know, with his stuff. But anyway, I digress. Hey there. How you doing, hey there? You just caught us at the very tail end of the show. But thank you so much for commenting. We do this show Monday through Friday. I do my morning show, 9 a.m., and I also do an evening show, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. So definitely come check us out another time, you know. And and Shannon, I give you mad props about that. You know, my goal with teaching overall is to teach my kids how to write, and that's really fantastic. That's really fantastic because there's not a lot of kids that are willing to put pen to paper, you know, or fingers to a keyboard. I guess that's how it is nowadays. You know, me, I'm always writing. It's kind of a terrible habit. That's just how I live my life. I'm always writing stuff down. You know what I mean? But anyway, here it is. I will not be on tomorrow. I'll probably have a pop-up video at some point tomorrow. Tomorrow I am, just on a personal tip, I am celebrating my father's birthday tomorrow. Tomorrow's my father's birthday. So, and it is the first birthday without him here with us. So we are, I'm throwing my family, we're all getting together, and I'm throwing a little birthday party for my father tomorrow. So I'm going to be a little bit busy tomorrow with all of that and just getting things ready and spending time with my family and spending time with my dad. But, and I'll probably have a pop-up video done and up tomorrow morning. I do have one that's going to be up a little bit later on tonight as well, so be on the lookout for that. It's on a viral video from something. You'll see it. Some kid, a 7-year-old kid, gets his MAGA hat stolen, and it's now like being shared all over Twitter right now. So I did kind of like a reaction video to it with my own 2 cents on it. Shout out to Tanner Vane for the hookup, because he's the one who saw it first and tweeted me in it. By the way, if you're ever at all interested in checking out any of my stuff, like, you know, I do a lot of, I'll do stories and stuff like that on my IG and everything. Go follow my IG. It is on my Instagram is the Pascal Show, one word. Please go and follow me there. You get to check those things out. And of course, if you're not on Twitter, or if you're not on Instagram and you are on Twitter, then follow me there. It is the Pascal Show as well on there too. Follow me there. I do try to respond as much as I can to all the stuff. Sometimes people send me emails. Sometimes I get DMs through Twitter or Instagram. I try my best to respond to them as much as I can. You know, don't be shy. Go follow, and I appreciate that. You know what I mean? I really do appreciate that. Tanner Vane, I appreciate your support and your help on all this stuff, because sometimes these things get, some things get thrown, or like some things fly under the radar with me. And Tanner Vane has been really, really fantastic at just sending me a article here, an article there, just being like, hey, would love to hear your 2 cents on this. And it's very encouraging. It's very, very encouraging. But anyway, I got to get going, guys. I love you guys. You guys are dope, fantastic, amazing human beings. I might do a small stream on Sunday. I might do a small show on Sunday. But tomorrow I'm going to need my time with, my family and my dad. But I will see you guys very, very soon. Keep checking the page, the channel. There's going to be more stuff popping up here very, very soon. Some more pop-up videos throughout the weekend. So keep an eye out, and I'll see you guys soon. Be good to yourselves. Be good to one another. And I'll see you guys very, very soon. I'll see you guys in a pop-up video here very soon. Much love to you guys. This is The Pascal Show. Bye.